Hope you guys have had a good week so far. Only 2 days. I think I just blew graphite into my coffee. I'm actually feeling really nervous. I thought this would go better. I'm trying. It's been a long day, as Mondays always are. Hoping everybody had a really good week last week. My week was pretty busy, trying to get the drawing done, the Chino from last week, and then of course editing the video. And so many people reached out. It was so great to hear from people. Weekend was great. Spent some time with some really creative, inspiring people and got to hear what they're up to. This week I thought I'd change it up and we'd go ahead and maybe look at some classical music. I did find this great picture of Beethoven. I love the way that he looks kind of grumpy and kind of intense. We'll go through the supplies. So we are using our trusty Strathmore paint pad, and then we have our Stettler pencil. We got our eraser, we've got our Micron. I use an 05 for solidifying all the lines before I do the erasing. Then of course we have the watercolors that are back here. Still got plenty in my palette, so I wasn't really planning on pulling these out this week, but Grumbacher red, ultramarine blue, and cadmium yellow pale hue. And then Sharpies. As I said last time, everybody loves Sharpies. I've got my red, my green, my blue, and then the black, which, like the Micron, I try to use as sparingly as possible. I really want this to be all about color. I don't work in color. I don't necessarily like to work from other artists' work. They have their own interpretation, and then you're putting your interpretation on top of it. So we'll make it work. We'll give it a shot. A little bit of coffee. But we're going to go ahead and get started on the drawing here. I didn't talk a lot about how I draw last time, so I'm just going to go ahead and find, kind of where he lives in the space as far as, dimensionally, proportions. I really love this big hair. I definitely want to capture all of that. I'm going to find the center line here, and then maybe figure out this big noxious bow ascot thing, throw in this collar, because that'll give us a nice point of reference in space. Whew. Right. Kind of overdid it with the hair a little bit. It's not quite that big, but maybe we'll make it that big. Why not? This painting already exists. This painting's already really well known, so why not make our version? I'm kind of getting lost. I don't think I have enough guidelines in here for myself. If I start to fall off track, then I'm going to go far afield. So you got to sit back every once in a while, take a look at what you got, fix it while you still can. I think we're getting closer here. Kind of crushed up his nose a little bit. I think I dove in too early. Maybe we need to block this out a little bit more. Give ourselves a little bit more of a fighting chance here by giving ourselves some more guidelines. This time I'm trying to keep myself a little bit more honest. We're getting there. All right. One thing that really drew me to this piece was how deep and dark his eyes are. I really like that. I think it's going to be nice and intense as a final piece. I'm really looking forward to playing with his hair too. I think I am going to go bigger. Why not? Really give it, almost like its own life form anyway in this painting, but really kind of go nuts with that. I think we can take this hair even further. I don't want to go too crazy yet. I tried to do some handheld, hold the camera in one hand and try to draw with the other, and I don't know, it was too much. I was trying to look through the phone screen and try to look around the phone screen and still trying to draw. It was rough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is hard. But I really appreciate everybody coming out, saying hi, watching the feed. For some reason, when there's actually people in the feed, I feel like I'm talking to those people. If there's nobody in the feed, then I feel like I'm talking to the whole world, if that makes sense. Definitely trickier than Chino. We'll just keep working it. Oh, that's helping. Not the noises. What I just did. This is a terrible place to keep my coffee over here because I keep just wiping my erasers over the edge. Maybe I need like a sippy cup or something. Yeah, we're getting closer, I think. Right up there. Thank you. Thank you. I'll get the hang of this eventually, right? Hopefully. One thing I don't know. There's a lot I don't know. Stettler pencil there, another 2 in the bag. And then we've got these, which are great. These are more erasers. Love erasers. If you hate mistakes, you love erasers. I don't know. That could be a thing, right? That's the new saying. This is a Stettler eraser pen. That's an eraser there. So really helpful in erasing, little areas. And then this is even better. This is Faber-Castell. Faber? Maybe it's Faber. And that right there is a kind of a pink pearl. It's got a pink pearl core similar to what you would find on a regular pencil. It's wood. You sharpen it. I usually use this. It's a little key thing. And then we get out FET. Your little FET cup. Here's my shavings repository. Expose a little bit more of that eraser. So it's pretty cool. You can get really fine detail with your erasing. You get in there and you try to keep things faint so they're not too distracting if they're wrong, but after a while you just build layer after layer after layer of graphite. You really start to get lost as to where your lines are at. Let's get his nose shaped with the eraser. The chin a little bit bigger. I want to make these eyebrows even bigger. Now we're just going to get a little nutty, maybe. Accentuate this collar even more. Maybe he's got a big disco collar. It's getting kind of cool now. I like the architecture of his clothing. I think I'm going to let this sit. Let's just play with his hair for a little while. Let's go in here. Yeah, this hair is going to be fun. That sound means it's the end of another episode of Destroying Mondays. I remembered the title of the show this time. It only took an hour. This has been episode 2. Little classical music this time. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. I'll give you one last look at this. So I know that... There? Wait for it. Oh God, so much lag. Oh, I can see me picking it up. And, oh my God, it's completely cut off. Again, I appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate everybody looking at this right now on the stream. Everybody who's going to view the social media version. But until next time, be well, be safe, destroy your potential. Yeah, I know it's too high. It was way too high. It was like this. Like, it was about what you saw, right?